Hi, this is Sarah with Posh Pooch Designs, and today's video I'm going to show you how to make this convertible scarf. And I call it the convertible scarf for two reasons. Number one, I wear it when we're in our convertible driving around town and up in the mountains, and it keeps my hair put. Because even though I put my hair in a ponytail, these little pieces all stick out and go crazy in the wind. And so I decided to design a lightweight summer scarf for my head. But also it can be converted down to a cowl or a regular scarf. Isn't that fun? You can wear it on your head during the day and then maybe go out to dinner that night and wear it around your neck for a nice summer scarf. Now this one is made out of cotton. It's made out of sugar and cream twists. It has lots of colors in there, red, green, blue, beige. So it goes with lots of things. But I also decided to see if this pattern would work with a worsted weight. And so I made it with Red Heart Super Saver, worsted weight number 4. And it does work up just fine. The only difference is it's a little heavier, even though it has the holes in it. For air, it's just a little bit heavier. So it's perfect for fall and spring, or any time that the mornings are cool or the evenings are cool. So it works up perfectly with worsted weight number 4, Red Heart Super Saver. Now for today's demonstration, I am going to be using I Love This Yarn, I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby, and I want you to see that. Can you see the sparkles in there? I made this one just a little bit shorter because I wanted it more for just a scarf, but I can still pull it down, and I'll show you how to tie it when we get to the end. Now, all you're going to need is about 2 ounces of cotton. Here's the one we're going to be using. You're going to need your eye hook, and you're going to need a needle just to weave in your ends. Now, this is a free pattern on my blog, and I'll put that blog link in the comments for you so that you'll have that. Now, this pattern is super, super easy. It only takes chains and double crochets. But I didn't put it at beginner because the beginning where the points start and at the end when the second point, because it has 2 decreases, has increases at the beginning and decreases, but not anything at all that's hard. But that's why I put it at easy opposed to putting it at beginner. So anyway, are we ready to get started? All right, let me move my screen down so you can see my hands. There we go. Here's our yarn we're going to be using. And let me pop on my glasses so I can see my hands. All right. Now to begin with, we're going to put our slip knot on, and then we're going to start with chaining 5. And at the beginning and through the body of this pattern, the scarf, chain 5 will always count as a double crochet, chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you'll notice, the eye hook makes a nice open type chain opposed to a tight chain. So if you are a tight crocheter, you might want to go up a hook size, or it won't be the same size as mine. But if you want your chains tighter, that's fine, because you can do as many rows as you want to make it as long as you want. All right, so we start with chain 5. We're going to double crochet in the 5th chain from the hook right there. Sorry, oops. There we go. Our first double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2 and put another double crochet right here in that same chain. So we'll have 3 double crochets with chain 2 in between. Just like that. We have 2 holes, 3 double crochets. All right, now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we're going to put 1 double crochet in the same stitch as that chain 5. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to put a double crochet in that double crochet, the next double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put a double crochet in the third chain of that first original chain 5. Right in there. And chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have done our first row with 2 holes, and our second row we have 1, 2, 3 holes. Okay, so now we're going to turn, and we've got our chain 5, which counts as a chain 3. I'm sorry, double crochet, chain 2, and we're going to double crochet in the same stitch as that chain 5. A little more yarn out here. And we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to double crochet in the next 2 double crochets. 1 there, then we're going to chain 2 and double crochet. We're going to be always crocheting in double crocheting in the double crochets. That gives us our nice big holes in between. And now we're going to double crochet in the chain 3 of the original chain 5 from the previous row. And that helped us to increase by another hole. So the first row we had 2, the second row we have 3, and now we have 4. All right, which gives us 5 double crochets. All right, let's chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to double crochet in the same stitch as that chain 5. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we'll double crochet, chain 2 in the next 3 double crochets. So double crochet, get some yarn out here, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and now we're going to double crochet in the third chain 1, 2, 3 of the original chain 5 from the previous row. And then you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. And this is as wide as our scarf is going to get. So we're not going to do any more increases like we were doing, putting 2 in the beginning of those rows. And so now what we'll do is we will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to turn. Make sure you turn the right way. All right, and then we're going to double crochet in the first double crochet. We're not double crocheting in the same chain as the chain 5 anymore because we've increased all that we need to. And so we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and do this across the whole row. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. My throat gets dry sometimes. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. Then we're going to double crochet in the 1, 2, 3, the third chain of the original chain 5. And that's how we will continue to do the rest of our scarf. And I'll do another one. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to double crochet, chain 2 in each double crochet across. And this is as wide as our scarf will be. Now, like I said, the length of the scarf is totally up to you. If you have a tiny, tiny head and you're tiny yourself, make the scarf shorter. But if you like a really long scarf, make it as long as you want. All right, so we put 1 double crochet, chain 2 in each double crochet, and now we're going to double crochet in the 3rd chain of the original chain 5. Just like that, and then chain 5. And that's the way we'll do the whole scarf. Get that string off of there so you can see. Just like that. Let me show you this one, just so that you get the idea. Actually, this is the beginning. Okay, so we did the original 3. And you had 2 holes, then we went to 3 holes, then we went to 4 holes, and lastly 5 holes. And then we will do this all the way down the entire scarf for the length of how long we want it. All right, now I'm going to show you what to do when you get it as long as you want. So we're just going to pretend like this scarf is really, really long so I can show you how to do your decrease. Because here we increase to our 5 holes and 6 double crochets across. And now we have to get it back down. Okay? And if you follow the pattern, you will do this row for up to 70 rows. From here to here will be 70 rows. Okay. Now, to do our decreases, we're going to only chain 3 instead of 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to double crochet, chain 2 in each stitch across like we did on previous rows. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, whoops, get me some more string there, double crochet, chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet in that 3rd, 1, 2, 3, double crochet, and then again you're only going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this of course is just for these last few rows. And then you're going to double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and but you won't put your double crochet in the last 3 chains, and that helps us decrease. Okay, so we have, do this last double crochet. So in order to decrease, we did a chain 3 here. And then we turned, actually that was not the chain 3, this is the chain 3, I was pointing at the wrong direction. We chained 3 here, we chained 3 here, we turned, and then that makes the chain 3 on this side. And so then we put a double crochet, chain 2, and the next 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. But we're not going to put a double crochet in this chain 3 or in this chain 3. You're just going to turn and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay. And then you're going to double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and just the next, I told you this wrong. Once you turn on this row, you're not going to put the chain 2s between. You're going to double crochet there, you're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, and then double crochet in the next double crochet. We do not do the chain 2s between those rows on the last one. And I know it looks a little jumbly because of the way you're doing it, but you can kind of shape it so that it looks like a point. And it doesn't have to be perfect anyway. It's just to kind of give the idea that it's going down to a point one more time. And that's why you don't put those chain 2s between there, because you want it to come down to a point. And then you just tie off. And weave in. So what we've done is we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets with the 2 in between. Then the next row we only chained 3, and then we did the 5 double crochets, and then we chained 3 and we turned, and we did the 4 double crochets, chained 3, and then we turned, and then on this last row we do not put the chain 2s in between our double crochets. Here's the original chain 3 that we did when we turned, and then we just put 1 double crochet in the last 3 double crochets and tie off, and of course weave in your end. And that's how you get the pointed edges, like this. And they're not perfect, like I said. It just gives the idea that it goes down to a point, just like that. Okay, now how do we tie our scarf? Can be a little bit difficult, so I'm going to show you that real quick. Rather than taking your 2 ends and tying a knot, that's not going to work good. So what I do is I put it on my head and I see how it's going to fit, and then I hold it where I want it to tie, and I take the 2 ends and I just go like this, because right here's where I want it to be, and I pop those ends through just like that, and then I give it a good hard snug tie without being too big, and that will hold it where you can slide it onto your head and then down onto your neck. And that's the way that I tie the tie. Well, I hope this answered your questions of how to make this convertible scarf, and I hope that you'll make a bunch. I've been making these and I just love them. They're very comfortable to wear. So make yourself a bunch out of cotton or out of worsted weight, whichever that you want. Well, thanks for watching my video, and have a great day.